Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where last time we built this actual long-range plane which works with solar only and is pretty damn efficient. And it's also pretty steerable. I'm pretty proud of this for that it is my, I think, third plane I ever built in this game. Now, as you maybe know, there's not only the KSC as a launch possibility. There are actually quite a few runways and other launch sites you have available to you. Now, if we just look around, you probably know about the desert airfield. So let's actually go there first. But I want to talk to you about all the other ones, and I want to go there. I want to go explore them, and I think it would be a great option to get to know Kerbin a little, because I did a lot of things with rockets over the time I actually played KSP, but I actually never really explored Kerbin as it is. So I think that is something I should definitely do. And let's see if we can actually get there. But we want to fly over there. I will not bore you, so I'm gonna put this as a little time lapse, and I'm actually gonna try and land there. Now, I already tried it once before, and I kind of failed miserably. So we'll see how it goes this time. And also, I think I didn't turn on SAS, which is definitely not helping while flying this plane. But yeah, now with SAS, it's pretty damn stable, so I'm pretty happy about this. Yeah, but let's go over there, and then I'm gonna explain to you what my plan for today is. Okay, now landing here is not gonna be easy. I don't like landing in planes in general, as we saw in the last few episodes. I'm also not good at it, but I'm gonna try my best to actually land this thing. I already messed it up kinda, I think. I think I would need to go more straight. Also, our electric charge went down quite a bit in between at some point. But yeah, it is pretty good again now. Now I'm gonna try. I need to go more there. I need to go more like this, and I need to go a little bit more up. And then I also want to go to the 90-degree down here again, I think. I want to move myself over there. Something like this. And now I just want to keep... Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? Okay, a little bit up. And yeah, can we get this? Okay, wait, now cutting the throttle. Can we turn it a little bit like this? Maybe a little bit like this. And touchdown? No. Okay, touchdown and braking. Braking. Oh no, that didn't go as well as I thought. Are we fine? I mean, we are. The craft isn't really. But I think we can fix that, right? Okay, Valentina was actually able to upright our plane again. And this is the island airfield. And you can launch your planes from here pretty much from the beginning of the game. But very much not clear right now because of our clouds. If I'm correct, here's the KSC. Well, let's see if we can actually see if we get a marker. We do on here. Here's the KSC. And if I'm correct, there's actually a launch site over here. Now, just to make this clear, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. And also, some of these launch sites are only available if you got one of the DLCs. So if you're missing one, then that is probably the thing. Now, I know that this one should be around there because I looked it up on the wiki. There is actually a way in which you can find these using the KerbNet. Now, we're gonna play around with the KerbNet somewhere in the future because there's some other features on Kerbin that are kind of cool. And there's actually one feature on every map that is different on every map, so we'll have to put some satellites into orbit and to figure that out. We'll do that at some point, you can find all these launch sites through KerbNet and through a satellite that is imaging. And you can do it this way. I'm not going to do it this way today. I'm just going to try and fly over there. I actually want to fly somewhere here. I think it's here. And we're going to fly there and just see if we can spot it. Do a very close flyby and we should unlock it. So yeah, we're going to turn on SAS again. We're going to toggle the brakes and we are going to try and lift off here. Now we do not really need a long runway, so this should be fine for us to go around here. Now I want to probably steer somewhere there, but we'll see. I'm just going to do a little time lapse and we'll see each other when we are getting close. And if you want to find it for yourself, there's the KSC, there is the island, and do you see this little bulge? I think we want to go behind there, so I'll need to turn around a little bit, and I'm gonna fly there. And I think that should be the Cove launch site, if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna see if we can find it. And if I'm correct, I can already see it in the future, in the distance there. I'm not actually sure it actually is it, but I think there, depending on what's your... Wait, I can try to do this here. Depending on the quality you're watching this video in, yeah, you can see it there. That is the Cove launch site. That is cool. The thing is, that took me quite a while to go there, and that was a flight from here to here. We eventually want to also go here and over there. So I'm not sure if I want to do this with this plane. Maybe we'll have to find some other ways in the future, but it's pretty cool. And the thing is, you can launch boats there pretty well, or like submarines and stuff, because it's basically on the water launch pad, if I'm correct and if it's actually what I think it is. Yeah, also there is something there I noticed. I do not know what that is, but I'm mostly interested in the launch pad, so that's actually what I'm gonna check out. Now we need to do a very close flyby or a landing. Now I could have actually retracted those. that would have looked way better. But yeah, now we need them. Help. Yes, there we go. Yeah, I want to have them. There is the launch site. Now if we go close enough, I think we should unlock it. But you have to go quite close. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. Let's... Okay, I cannot quick save for some reason. Oh yeah, you found Cove launch site. You can now deploy crafts from here, go to the VAB and check the drop down from the launch site. This is pretty cool. Now, can I land here? I don't think. Can I? I cannot quick save. That is a thing. But yeah, I want to go check it out. So let's turn around here. I think I can turn around like this. The craft is pretty cool, so I can do stuff like this. And then maybe we wanna... How do we do this? Just try and land like this. Don't think that's gonna work. I think I have to turn around again and come in a little lower. that could work. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's turn around again. That is not an efficient way of turning. I'm way too high now. What is that over there? Okay. That is weird. Is it a tree? Oh, I do not want to catch those trees. Okay, let's cut the throttle. Let's make the craft. Yeah, let's do something like this. This could work. Oh, this is kind of hilly here. Okay, we want to go slow. We want to go slow, and then we want to go down, and then we want to deploy the brakes. Oh, did we destroy? Oh yeah, our propel. Wait. What is happening? No, not again. Not again. Can we EVA? Can we go out of this chair? Hello? Can we? Hello? Leave seat? Oh yeah. I mean, we kind of crash landed. Are we stuck? No, don't tell me we're stuck. It's not possible that we're stuck here. Let's jump. Is jumping doing anything? Well, we're kind of stuck, it seems like. Interesting. Okay. Well, let me figure this out. And after quite a bit of a walk, our ship is over there. Still on its back, by the way. Valentina is going towards this landing pad. Ignore this over here. No, I did not have to launch her again in a pod and get her back here because she was stuck. No, of course not. And the Kerbal launchpad features those three, are they hangars or maybe they're more like houses? A tank, a water tower, and this launch pad, which also has a ramp going into the water, which is why I said it's kind of fun to launch some water vehicles from. But that is not the only thing. So let's actually recover those missions. Do I want to also go up there? I kind of do, but this is going to take a while. I'm not sure it's worth it. Oh, look at this. We're quite far up. There's our launch site. There's our crash plane in the distance there. I'm not sure you can see it on video. And we just walked all the way up here, which by the way took a while. Interesting. I mean, is it just Gatherer putting those trees here? It's pretty weird. It's pretty out of place. Oh no, it has collisions. Do all of those have collisions? I'm not actually sure. But this thing is huge. But also it looks really fun. Yeah, Valentina is having some great adventures today. Let's see where we also can go except for finding funny trees. My next goal would be actually the desert, because there's another launch site in the desert. But the desert is all the way over here, and I'm deliberately starting this flight in the day because, yeah, we need sun to actually fuel our plane, which is, I hope maybe we'll have to wait a little bit because I'm not sure how fast we can actually fly our plane. But we need to fly all the way the coast, and then we need to go down here into the desert, which should be over there. Now this is going to be a very long flight. If you think about it, the flight from the airfield to the launch site took me quite a while. But going from here all the way to over here, oh, this is going to take a while. But I think I'm going to try and just see and just watch a movie and try to fly this thing over. So we're going to again go into the space plane hangar, take our wonderful craft, which is pretty dang cool. I must say, I'm pretty happy about it. If you want to try it out too, you can do so by being a paid Patreon member. Link is down in the description. But it is available to all paid Patreon members. It should be uploaded there. You can download it and load it into your game. And I think Valentina is gonna do this again, so we're gonna take Valentina here. And we are gonna launch this, and we're just gonna head west until we are going to go, yeah, until we're at the desert. I just noticed I'm going the wrong way. I think I need to go over those mountains to actually... Yeah, I want to go over there. Thanks. So let's turn this around a little bit more. Think that is where I want to go. Let me check on the map again. If I can pull it out on my second screen here. We do have the KSC, and then we want to go basically 90 degree plus minus. Well, maybe it's actually not too wrong. I don't wanna overdo it, and it's still kind of unstable for some reason. It got worse since last flight. Wait, so this is the direction. So there is south, and this should be. Maybe it's actually not too bad. Yeah, no, I wanna go more there, just like I was. Yeah, you see navigation problems. I also just noticed, we're definitely going in the wrong direction, by the way. I already see this launch site, but I do know that I cannot launch from it, so we'll have to visit it. And we only got this far, so this is taking too long. I cannot do this, and this will mean that me sitting like 5 hours in front of my PC. So that is not gonna happen. Well, maybe it is. Okay, let's turn around so we can actually go towards where we want to go. Yes, and I actually activated now the navigation because now, well, I do see something like this, and we just need to go straight again. Okay, so something like this should actually bring us to the desert thing. So you want to go along this coastline, basically, and then you want to go along this coastline, and you just want to go basically straight, and you should reach the desert at some point. We'll see if we do. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's clear why I actually stopped the time lapse. This could kind of be exciting. Do we want to go straight through? I'm not sure if volumetric clouds are actually doing something with the solar panels. Because if they are, let's actually quick save here for a second. Just look, we started, if I'm correct, we started our flight. Wait, where did we start our flight? Up here. And we now went all the way to here. We need to actually go here. And eventually we want to go down here, and we want to go here to the crater. Not actually sure where it is. I cannot see it. Somewhere here. But yeah, we now need to go through this cloud. And it's definitely raining. In here. I also saw some... Oh yeah. This is interesting. Do we see anything? Or what is the idea there? Oh god. That is That is weather. I also hope you cannot hear my background. I just have to record with the window open. It's starting to get ridiculously hot in here. Yeah, the weather, it's just not cooling down in the nights. It's like 32 degrees in my room right now. So I hope it's not too bad. My microphone should be pretty good, but just look at this. I cannot see anything. You okay? Oh, this is so silly. But I kind of like it. I love doing silly stuff. And I feel like we're coming out of the thing soon again. Where is my... Oh yeah, I see the cloud going away a little bit. But that was crazy. Yeah, let's just keep going. Also, just a thought. Can I try... Let's quick save. I want to try if I can maybe, just maybe do like 1x time warp. Oh, not really, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, that is an issue. Let's actually load that quick save. That is the thing. I would love to speed things up a little, but I just cannot really. So, yeah, my only real option is to fly this plane, as annoyingly as it seems, to fly this plane by hand, basically. We want to go here. I'm going to activate navigation, just so we have the icon there. But yeah, we're still over the ocean there, or we're starting to cross this ocean, and then we should soon be here, and we're gonna cross another part, and then we're gonna go down here, and from here I hope we can unlock it, and then we can go up here to find another one, the crater one. And then I'm probably gonna recover and start from the desert one and go down to this one. But yeah, this is taking a long time. But yeah, I'm just watching YouTube right now. I actually could do some school stuff, and yeah, I will just leave this running. And I hope you have some very fun time lapses. Also, do you see that little point there in the sky? Is that a planet? Not actually sure. I mean, that would be... Wait, that would be up there. Right, somewhere. That would be this one there. That seems... Oh, maybe it's Elu. Can you see Elu from Kerbin? Not actually sure. Wait, we can try and see if we can... Oh, no. I did not want to do that. Okay, we can see if we can see some more if we change our FOV. It's definitely a planet, but I cannot tell you which one. But that's fun. Yeah. But let's keep flying this plane, and yeah. are flying towards the desert, but do you see what we have down there? I'm not actually sure what it is, but it looks like a pyramid. Interesting. Did not know that existed. But there's something down there. Did not know that existed. Interesting, yeah. Well, maybe we can go check that out in the future videos, or write it down in the comments if you want to see that. But we will go further. We soon have to start to turn a little bit, but it's already late. I'm not sure if it comes over in the video, but that took like 1.5 hours just to do this burn. So yeah, and get over here. So I think I'm gonna save the game. Is that actually the runway there? I'm not quite sure. I think I'm gonna save the game and continue this tomorrow. And hopefully, yeah, see all the other ones. I mean, solar plane is a great discovery device on Kerbin, but it just takes a long time to get from A to B. So, I mean, it has its trade-offs. We could have also just launched a rocket and try to deorbit it as close as possible or something. I mean, that could have worked too. But I guess we're taking this route now. I cannot go back. I'm already too deep in. Okay, it's a new day, and I should stop to start every clip with okay. I just noticed that. But I'm gonna turn around and go over there because, well, it does seem like that is where we want to go, right? So let's try to turn the plane a little. Ooh, yes, that seems like a runway, isn't it? There's the runway. I even see some buildings. That seems like where we want to go. So let's maybe actually also, wait, I need to change my FOV here again. Let's actually go down a little too, so we can actually see something. Now, I do not want to go too fast with this plane. I'm kind of scared it's gonna rip apart. Well, the desert launch site, I think it's even actually two distinguishable launch sites in-game, technically. It's the launch, the runway, and the actual launch pad. So we'll have to fly by at both, because I don't think we can start this plane from just the launch pad. Yeah, we're gonna try and see, and let's do a jump cut to when we are a little bit closer. Okay, and we are definitely closer now. Question, can I... Oh, someone's calling me. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's land this. How the hell do I land this though? Well, I just go around and put this down on the runway, do I? Okay, let's try to do something like this, and then we're gonna fly over there. We're gonna turn around and then try to go as straight as possible. So let's actually do this. Let's turn around. Let's see if we can make this straight, a little down, straight. Okay, we are way too high. I'm very much struggling to land. That is actually a hard thing. Let's maybe actually drop some speed. I do not want to drop it completely because, well, we sometimes need some power. We need some thrust, but let's maybe go a little bit closer to the ground. I also do not want to crash, of course, even though we have some quick saves. Now, can I bring this plane over and turn it around here without crashing, ideally? So let's turn. Do a steep turn, and then let's try to recover it before it's too late. Something like this. And we are not straight at all. Let's cut the throttle. Cannot quick save while about to crash. How do you know I'm about to crash? That seems like it's a little, I don't know. Do you think I will crash this? Well, maybe I am. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a too hard landing. B, 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 B. Okay. No, 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 not again. Oh, no. Well, Valentina has to go upright again. Let's see. Can we this time actually get away from under? Oh, yes, we can. We are a little bit stranded, but it seems like we are here now. Now, I very much hope we can launch stuff from here now. Maybe we'll actually also have to go over there. But yeah, this is the desert launch site. What do we have there? We have like a flag. We have the tower. We have again some of that stuff. We have some wind turbines here. I actually didn't get a message that we unlocked it really. We do have some core support thing here. We do have the huge runway, by the way. This is a large runway. And we have this launch pad over here. So yeah, we need to do a flyby here to actually maybe unlock it. But let's see if we can get the plane upright again. Okay, Valentina was actually able to get the plane upright again. And we are now ready for kind of takeoff. But it did not yet unlock the launch site for us. So this is kind of confusing me. I'm also braking again here. Maybe I'll have to put the brakes a little bit more up. Okay. So we can quick save here. But I don't think it did unlock the launch site yet in the KSC. I'm not quite sure. I'm actually going to quick save here. And then we should be able to recover vessel. And if it unlocked it, I think we should then be able to use it. And if not, I'm just going to revert back. That should not be a problem. Maybe I just did stupid things, but this is a weird game being weird thing, so I'm okay with doing stuff like this. I hope I actually can now launch from there. So let's go back to the spaceplane hangar. We got 100% of the funds back, which is a good thing, if you saw the dialogue there. So let's go with Ventus. Let's actually put the front brakes a little bit down in the design. And now we should be able to island airfield. That is not the one I want. I want desert. I just spawned back in and this happened. Are you kidding me? And again, when loading, this happened, which is not so fun. Okay, and again I started with okay. For everyone that wants to like do the same as I do right now, I found a solution. You have this file called persistent.sfs in your saves. So if you go into, it's can I show this? Yes, I can probably. Yes, seems like I can show this. If you go into your folder where KSP is installed, you have your save folder, and then you have all the different saves, or all the different folders basically. And in here you have persistent FSF. And if you edit this with Notepad, for example, you can find somewhere in here. There we go. It's called allow other launch sites, and if you did not set this to true, or if you did not enable this when creating your save file, it is gonna be false here. So just take that false, change it to true, and you just save the file, restart the game, and you should be fine. And that is actually what helped. So if we now go into the spaceplane hangar, we should actually have the option of opening this, Ventus load, and we want to put Valentina back in there. Where is she? Valentina. And we can now launch from desert airfield. That is because I think those are the DLC launch sites, and that is why it's a separate toggle. I don't know, but this means we should now actually have the option of launching from here, which we will absolutely do. So let's actually start back up our plane and let's lift off, and let's actually fly over there because I'm not actually sure. Let's not fly into that thing. Let's actually fly. Oh no. Yeah, I did not want to. I did not want to do that. Yes, there we go. I want to do a flyover of this. Did it already unlock? I think it did. I hope it actually did. But yeah, we can unlock it later if we want to. Now, where do I want to go? Not into the ground like this. Wow, why did this get so hard? Yeah, I need to call myself, and then we are actually going to fly all the way over to here. Because do you see like those reefs here? And there is the Cove launch site is on the other side of the globe. Do you see this ring here? And here in the middle, we actually have, or not, I'm not sure if it's in the middle, but somewhere around here, we do have another launch site, which we want to go check out. So I'm going to warp to Sunrise. So the Sunrise is basically here. So we then have a lot of time to go all the way over here to unlock the other launch site. Yes. But this truly does not work. And there we are up in the air. Now the launch site I think is called Crater Launch Site. And I'm not actually sure we're going into the right direction. So let's check that out real quick. So I know it's around here somewhere. I think it's here. So we want to go basically, I think 90 degree. So this is not quite yet the right direction, but it's also not completely wrong. We can kind of do something like this. I should probably go a little bit more left, and then I will just check that we are going the right way for a while. And yes, so yeah, this is just gonna take a whole lot of time again, but it's fine. I have a lot of stuff to do, so that I can just let this run and get my stuff done. We are now going, or getting closer to the mountains actually. The mountains are located here. So basically we have the KSC here. We have the desert launch site in the middle of the desert here. And then we have this crater here. Not sure if you can see it with the clouds as well as you can in without the clouds. And there we have this island, and we want to target this island. We want to go there. And we are right now here. We now need to cross all those mountains over there. That's some quite cool views of the mountain. I actually never saw this mountain range this close, but I think we'll have to course correct a little bit to go more there. I think that is actually the island. Not quite sure though. But yeah, let's course correct a tiny bit, something like this, and then we are gonna go close and we'll see each other once we are close to the island. The island is now very visible, but I did not yet catch a glimpse of what could be a launch pad. I actually, if I remember from another video, it is kind of weird, very like on a steep hill. Maybe there it is. I cannot actually make something out. Maybe this one. Let's actually, yeah, just fly around and see if we can find it. Okay, I'm getting closer and closer and closer, but I cannot really see any launch pad yet. I hope I'm actually at the right place, but I think I am. And if I'm correct, it should be around here, but I could also be very wrong, of course. Maybe it's over there. Well, there's nothing under here. There is again one of those weird trees. I'm actually kind of confused what they are. Maybe that's showing me that the launch site is close by. Because we found that one on the Clove launch site again. But there's also another one, so kind of confused. Oh, I just saw it. There it is. Do you see it down there? It's not on the top of the hill actually. Oh, now you cannot see anything. Okay. Let's try and get that plane a little bit more stable again. There it is. Down, it's almost at the water. Yes, there it is. I knew it was on this island, but I didn't know it was that far down. Yes, and I'm kind of still figuring out how to control this plane. But there it is. Yes, that is how it looked. I remember. Now we just have to do a close flyby. Let's maybe actually quick save here. 'Cause I'm not sure I can do this first try. And I don't know if I can land here, to be honest. I mean, yes, we now found the crater launch site. We don't really need to, but I would kind of like to recover the craft. So let's try to approach it and do a landing. Okay, let's try and do a soft touchdown here. It's kind of steep. Wow, yes, it's really steep here. Oh, we need to be safe here. This is not safe. Okay. It is kind of safe. Okay, let's try and brake. And let's actually toggle this action group. Can we? To not fall over. Let's deploy all brakes. And this is actually the launch pad. We do have some housing being built on this very steep hill and a little launch pad for rockets. I mean, it's actually not a big one. Maybe more for like sounding rockets or sending some stuff with rockets around in this area. But yeah, we found it, which is amazing. Now we're just missing one, I think. Or at least one I want to get. But that one is actually down here. If this one is the desert one, it's down here. Which I think we should launch in the desert airfield, and then we're gonna fly this down. Because this is taking a while, I don't want to fly over from here again. Yeah, because that would take forever. So yeah, we are actually recovering the vessel, which should give us all the funds back because we are at a launch site. Or we're very close to a launch site, which I guess is really cool. So we can get all the funds back, and then we will launch again from the desert airfield, and we're gonna go south. Of course, we'll also do some time warping. Let's actually go to the tracking station to make sure we are actually flying in the sun. So where is our desert right now? Here it is. We want to have this desert coming up over here. So let's actually turn the Earth a little. So we have the KSC there, so we want to turn some more until the desert airfield down here is in the day, because we need daylight. And we actually want to go, it is kind of hard to see with the volumetric clouds, but we want to go down to those islands. And there we go. I also just figured out it's actually not the last one. There is one. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I think it's called Glacier Lake launch site or something. Which is on the basically North Pole. Well, it's not at the exact pole, but it's basically where the ice is starting on Kerbin. Let's also make sure we're actually going south, because that is a little bit the wrong direction. We want to go a little less than 180 down, I think. And we're gonna go somewhere there, and I actually need to, whoops. So we turn around a little more, and then we go like this. And this seems like, so wait, this is south. So we want to go a little bit more to the left if we're facing south. Something like this. This seems sensible. But yeah, this last launch site, I'm actually not sure we can do via plane. Well, we can. But if we look at the distance, or if I look on the map I got here from the wiki, and we're looking at the distance I flew from the KSC to the desert one, which was the longest one. It is to the Glacier Lake one. It's like maybe 3x the distance, which would mean I think I had like 2 hours to get to the desert. So that would be 6 hours. So I don't think that is a realistic thing to do with this plane. It's also going east from the KSC. So if we are not launching from, well, we could launch from the crater, which would make this probably like a, wait, I should focus, which would make this probably like a 2.5 to 3 hour trip. But still, it's really far. So I'm actually thinking about sending a rocket there or something. But yeah, let's first go to Mahima. Okay, we are pretty close to Mahi Mahi. Now, I had to absolutely stay away from my computer because it's just way too hot at the moment. But it's raining again, it's cooling down slightly. But yeah, so I'm back recording like 4 days later. I think we are actually pretty close to where that... I think Mahi Mahi is somewhere around here. So if you are wondering where we are, there is the desert airfield, and like on the south side, it should be somewhere here. But I think we just need to go a little bit closer to the ground. I'm not actually sure where it is exactly. I also don't want to spoil myself even more. So we are just going down. I'm not sure if it's on the coast or if it's somewhere else. So I think it's just time to go towards the ground and just see where this is going. I'm also gonna quick save here. Yeah, let's see if we can find it. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, I did not yet spot it. I think we'll have to fly along the coast a little bit and just see. I'm not actually sure if it's on the coast, but I think so. But yeah, absolutely. Also, I finally retracted my landing gear. That was something people commented on the last video when I built this plane. Actually, maybe I should check the... Yeah, I think it's somewhere around here. Oh! No, this is on the other side of the planet, okay. So yeah, we are gonna try, I'm just gonna try and fly around. We do have basically infinite amount of electric charge because the sun is still up in the sky. So yeah, we kinda can just take the time and fly around. Also, if someone knows what those trees, they are like special and colorful, what those trees are, please let me know. I think it's from Scatterer. But it's very confusing me. Oh, what is there? Wait. I need to think about how to do this. I cannot just turn around. Did you see that? I think I just spotted something. How do I turn this plane? Yeah, I'm still somewhat confused by the controls. I think that is it. Yes, I found it. That was kind of lucky. So let's do a low flyby. Yes, there it is. That's the Mahi Mahi launch site. Okay, let's try turn around a little bit more. Something like this. Let's see if we can do a low flyby of the Mahi Mahi launch site. I think it's the southmost launch site. There we go. You found the Mahi Mahi launch site. You can now deploy craft from here. You go to the VAB and check the drop down from the launch button. And that is very nice. Do we also want to land here? I think we want to do that. Okay, cannot quick save while about to crash. Okay, that is fine. Now let's go up a little bit again and try to turn around. Yeah, I'm gonna try and land this plane at Mahi Mahi. And then we'll see each other again. There we come. We kind of wanna not crash into the trees. Let's actually give some power to the propellers. I do not want to crash into the trees. Something like this. Now we stop it again, and we try and land this plane in the middle of this launch site. I'm not sure this is gonna work. We will... Oh, let's pull back. Oh, that sounded... Yeah, we lost some propellers there, but that is kind of fine. Let's try and slow us down here. That is actually a pretty smooth landing. I mean, we lost some propellers there, but I guess that's fine, right? So let's actually leave our seat here, and let's explore our new launch site. And jump. Whoo! Okay. Where did we land here? Quite tropical. We also got some palm trees here. There's again a few of those. I guess that those are huts. Yes, where the Kerbals can live. And we do have a few tanks, again a water tower, and a little launch pad here. Pretty cool. I mean, we can do something with this. I mean, maybe we can launch a rocket, a small one, from this launch pad. I guess it's pretty a small launch pad, right? Or at least smaller than the KSC one, but still. I mean, it's a very nice area here. I really like all those beaches. But yeah, I think it's time to find the lost one. When trying to launch the next mission, I just noticed we can already launch from Boomerang. But we did not discover this really. I'm not sure if it comes for free for like just clicking the allow other launch site thing. But yeah, those are the ones we actually discovered. But we did not yet discover Boomerang. So I actually want to discover Boomerang. So let's actually launch this plane from the crater and try to fly it to Boomerang. And then we also want to discover the Glacier Lake launch site, which is a little bit north of Boomerang. And I think that would be a pretty good way of doing things. Now I probably want to toggle my brakes here. How the hell do we launch? I mean, we are already basically going the right direction. I'm just not sure if we can launch this thing from just being stationary like this. Maybe I'll have to turn it around. What happens if I just do this? Yeah, I think we lose some propellers, don't we? Like, wait, let me... Yeah, we lost some propellers there. I'm not sure if this is gonna mess things up. Maybe I actually want to reword this and turn the plane around. This looks much better. So I think we'll just toggle SAS here and then there we go. Oh! Well, that didn't go as planned. Let's try this again. And the third try. Let's see if we can make it happen this time. And there we go. Wonderful liftoff. Yeah, launch pads are not made for planes. Definitely not. And we definitely also want to turn around a little. Because I think we want to go like into this direction there. So let's turn this plane around. Let's get him to like kind of face the direction we want to go. Something like this. Yeah. Plane is not the best. But if you want to try and fix it or make it your own version or just play around with it, you're very welcome to go to my Patreon, and the files are available to paid Patreon supporters as always. Now we want to fly up here, I think. Somewhere up here or up here into the dark. Which I hope I didn't launch too early. So I hope there's gonna be sun there until or when we are going there. But yeah, it's again just flying a long time. I think we need to go to those mountains, but I'm not actually sure. Or is this... Oh no, this is just the edge of the crater. Yeah, this is again gonna take a while, I think. But yeah, we cannot really change it, so we're just gonna fly and see where it takes us. Oh god, I just noticed I did go the wrong way, like completely. I shouldn't go into this direction, I should go over this. I just thought this mountain ridge was this mountain ridge. Because, I mean, it kind of looks the same, but those mountains really put me off. So yeah, we are going the wrong way, like completely. So let's turn this thing around and go the right way. That was a waste of time. But at least we figured it out before it went really wrong. But yeah, we wanna like figure out how far we have to turn around here. Whoops, that is a little bit too much. Okay. Yeah, we wanna go over here. We wanna go, yeah, somewhere here. I cannot really see it because it's dark. But yeah, I probably wanna turn even more. Yes, I wanna turn even more. Something like this. So we're gonna turn a little bit more, and then we're gonna fly into this direction and see if it's now better. But yeah, that could have gone really wrong. And why is it doing all of this? Okay, yeah, we wanna fly something like in this direction. We'll see if this now is gonna do the trick. But I hope so. Did you know that actually Kerbal land, no, Kerbin, has so big mountains? I mean, I live in a country where there are a lot of mountains too, and this reminds me of it. It looks pretty, really pretty, and I think we're very soon actually at Boomerang, and then we're gonna keep going into the north to actually hopefully find the other launch site, because well, Boomerang we technically can already use, but I still want to wanted to go there to actually explore it. Wow, it's very pretty. I have to say I need to keep an eye on my electric charge, I think, because where is the sun? Right now it's pretty good, but yeah, it could become a problem once we go a little bit more north, but we will see. I need to go over those mountains, and then we should see the Boomerang launch site pretty soon. And there on the mountain, I actually see I think it's like a radio station, or like just there where we connect to the Kerbin net. Like, if we look at this here, no, right now we do not have any satellites there, but we could connect there, I think. I think we're getting close to where we actually want to go. I think down here somewhere should be the launch site. Yeah, I did not yet spot it, but I'll figure it out. It should be somewhere down here. Yeah, to the right. So yeah, let's go check it out. Let's actually go down a little bit more, and then we should pretty soon be able to spot it. And this sound is gonna haunt me. It's very annoying. Yeah, luckily I have something to do while just letting the game run here. Where is the... Cannot see it yet. But there are also still clouds, so maybe it's actually... Yeah, maybe I'm actually just blind. But I think I remember this mountain, this mountainside actually. Oh, there it is. I found it. There we go. Do I want to try and land? Well, probably I want to. Okay, so let's try and land this plane there. It is kind of weird to steer, to be honest. I'm not sure if I maybe broke some stuff. Yeah, but let's try to bring this plane down safely, ideally, without breaking anything. And then we are... It's actually hard to not break anything, because there's really not a lot of space below the propeller and the bottom of the... Yeah, of this one. Of the landing gear. I always forget the name. I don't know why. Okay, but let's try to land this thing. No, this is not gonna go well, is it? Nah, this is gonna be too much. Oh, maybe actually not too bad. Did we break anything? That was close, but we didn't break anything. Now I can just roll down the mountain to the launch site, can I? But yeah, as you can see, there's not a lot of room below there. Not a lot of room for errors, and also like hills and stuff. So yeah, but this is the Boomerang launch site. Pretty nice too. I mean, I like it. It's in the mountains, very much so. And oh yeah, I need to brake. It's pretty nice place to be, I think. I like it. But yeah, we want to go further to some other place, but let's check it out first. Is there really just a water tower and nothing really? Nothing else really? Yeah, seems like it. But still, I mean, it's a nice place to start a rover. We also do have this little ramp down to the ground. And yeah, I feel this is a very pretty place to be, actually. Actually, this one here is a wonderful screenshot. I actually have to do, and then we stop this again because it's the same. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, but I think it's time to actually launch again. Let's see if we can do it without breaking anything. Like this. Wonderful. There we have it. And now we want to go towards the pole, I think. So we probably want to go into this direction. I actually have no idea where to go. I think we need to go somewhere into this direction there. But I'm not actually sure, and we should probably keep an eye on where we're going. Yeah, I never was at that airfield, at that island airfield. No, what is it called? Polar airfield? I forgot again, and I do not have the tab open where I had it searched out. I actually do not have it here. Maybe I can find it. There we go. I found it on the second screen. Let's see. Glacier Lake launch site. And it's basically the same direction as we came. And I think we came from there. Did we? Or did we come from here? I already forgot. But basically we just need to keep going. And if we look at the map, I mean, I can see this one. And then there should be a mountain ridge up here, and we probably want to go over this mountain ridge, if I'm correct. Yeah, you see those mountains here? I think we want to go somewhere like here. Yeah, but I think I just need to start traveling there, and then we'll see. And we just hope we're going into the right direction. It seems like we're pretty good on the direction there. So let's just try and do this. I think we're at least somewhat in the right direction. Yeah, we definitely do not want to go over the water here. We probably want to go more towards the mountains up here. But then eventually on top of here where the snow starts, there are actually some mountains. I think we need to go there, but I cannot. Yeah, and also the night is coming at some point, so we need to be aware of that. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That could actually be very tricky with the power. I'm gonna keep the electric charge up there, if I do not forget to put it up there all the time again. Yeah, let's just go and see what we can do there. See anything. I do not see where I am. I do not see where I'm going because of BlackRack's wonderful volumetric clouds. I think I should probably do this. Yeah. I think I'm still on the right way. I mean, there's the mountain. And I think we need to go the mountain ridge up until there's snow. But I have no idea how it looks and stuff. So, oh yeah, this is much better. This will maybe even give me some ideas of, like, let's even go. Yeah, let's go down even more. Yeah, still this will give me much more of, like, an idea how to, maybe those waters and stuff, that will help me a little bit to navigate. I think I know where I am, and I think I'm still on my way. There's the mountains, there's those little lakes. If you would go a little bit further, there will be a quite big ocean part. Yeah, I think I know where I am, but I'm not 100% sure. But if I'm correct, we should be at Glacier Lake launch site in quite a bit. Oh, this is confusing me. I mean, we're almost at the end of the mountain ridge, which is going all the way to here. And I see some ice, some floating ice around there. And I'm not quite sure on the map if I'm actually at the right place. If I'm correct, the Glacial Lake launch site should be around here. But I'm not sure if it's actually here or if it's all the way over there. I mean, that would make a little bit more sense, I think. And also, let me close this. Also, our electric charge is somewhat getting low sometimes, because yeah, the sun is not shining as bright here as it does in other places. Yeah, but there's definitely some icy places. I think I need to go further up there. Do you see how the water there goes like into the land? I think we need to go somewhere there. But I'm just gonna fly along the coast and keep an eye out for the Glacier Lake launch site. And I will report back if there's anything interesting going on. I just checked again with what I heard about that launch site, or read it, if you want to go and check it out yourself. I think this is still like the very large body of water, and the lake is over there. But I'm not quite sure. I could also be very wrong. The ground here is kind of weird, which is throwing me off, and I'm not sure if it is the sun and the light, or if this is actually, but this seems like it's the frozen part. So this would be like the body there, and then I think we want to go to this lake there. Actually, I think this one is it. So let's actually go there. Electric charge was kind of hard to fill up at some times. I actually throttled back a little bit because I needed to use a little less energy. Yeah, but I think this one is it. Yes, there is the lake with the ice coming from the, I don't know what the English word for Gletscher. In German it's Gletscher. It's just in the mountains when you have like frozen. What is the English word? I forgot it. But regardless, we're gonna go over there and we are gonna land. Hopefully, we're gonna find and land. I think it's there, but I'm not quite sure there. I'm pretty sure, but we'll go there. I think I can see something there in the distance, but I'm not actually sure. Can try to. Oh yeah, now I can see it. Do you see that there? That seems to be the launch site. And we are coming. And we're getting there, and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be the last launch site that we do not yet... Or is it there? Now I'm confused. No, I was pretty sure it's... But there's something there, isn't it? Oh no, that's just the ground. But yeah, we want to go there. I think that is it. We're gonna go there. It's gonna be the last launch site we are unlocking, which also means we'll have every launch site unlocked. And, well, the goal of this video is gonna be done. It only took me like 10 hours or something. Well, is it worth it? To be honest, probably not. Is it cool? Yeah, it is very cool. I like it, and I love just to have the option of launching rockets from other places than just the KSC. Oh, I should probably... No, I cannot save anymore. I should probably have done a quick save. Cannot quick save while about to crash. That is unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Glacier Lake launch site. You can now deploy craft from here. Go to the VAB and check drop down. Yes, as always. Can we land here safely? That is the question. We can probably land here. Can we land here safely? I do not have a quick save. Yeah, I cannot quick save while about to crash. Or we just go around and try again. No, I'm gonna do it. Question is how do I do it? Oh, maybe I'm not gonna do it. Oh, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I do not have my landing legs extended. Okay. Yeah, that was stupid. I'm gonna turn around and try again. What, by the way, happened with our aerodynamic nose cone there? That is weird. Did that just happen right now? I'm not actually sure. Okay, but let's bring that plane around and let's shut it up. Okay, let's try and get this straight again, this plane. And we probably need some more power. Okay, that should be enough. See, let's turn off the rotors. And let's try and land this thing. I still cannot quick save for some reason. But as long as Valentina is safe, then we are good. So we just need to bring this plane to the ground, because then we can recover it. By magic, of course, right? Whoops, that was way too much. That was way too much. But maybe that's not even too bad. Okay. That was I should not have done that. Okay, but this is not gonna be a great landing, is it? Whoopsie! And we're gonna land, and we're gonna brake, and we are landed at. Let's turn around. Okay, can we just brake for a second and just save? Okay, and then we can like turn around maybe and go a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, there's some rotors gone there. I want to turn around and go a little bit closer to actually check it out. Oh, there's some more propeller blades gone. Yeah, I should probably have put those a little bit higher. But yeah, not too bad. Yeah, this is actually a very cool launch site. I really like this. Also, like the lighting here is obviously like just like in real life. There's not like the sun is not high up at any point. This is pretty cool, I must say. So let's actually toggle this here and just look at it. This is a very cool place to be, and yeah, I also like the looks of the glacier back there. That is actually the word I searched for beforehand, I think. Yeah. But I think that is actually it for this video. We are sliding. If you enjoyed what you saw, if you want to go try it out, or if you just enjoyed this video of me exploring all launch sites, then please leave a like on this video. Maybe also consider subscribing if you want to see more KSP content, even though it's just insanely hot at the moment and I cannot keep up as many videos as I would like to, because I don't want to get a heat stroke. Yeah, if you want to fly this plane yourself, you could check out Patreon. Otherwise, I would love a comment and hear what you think. And we are gonna see each other in the next one. Have a nice day and bye.